It's like, absolutely not.
Okay, we're live.
Woohoo.
Hello, anybody who's showing up for us. Sorry we're late. We're both experiencing technical difficulties here.
Yes.
So, we are reading the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber, and I picked this series to read because um, I am rereading my books, and I realized I haven't ever reread the entire Caraval series. And I knew that Cady's one of is it your favorite series or is it one of your favorite series?
It's my favorite YA series, I would say, probably.
Okay. I knew it
Yeah.
was one of your favorites because you
Yeah.
have a lot of copies. And I was like, let me see if I can get somebody else to read along with me.
Yeah.
Hold me accountable.
Yeah. It's so fun.
So was this the only other time you've reread it or have you reread it before?
I think I reread them sort of because I made my husband read them. So we like listened to them together.
Okay. The whole
But that was
series.
more like, yeah. But that was more like, I'm just waiting to see his reaction type of a thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is my third time rereading Caraval, but
Okay.
I've only read Legendary Finale and Spectacular once.
Okay.
Been years. Um, did you read this when it came out,
No.
or were you like a couple years behind?
I was probably several years behind. I don't remember when it was published originally. Was it like
I think it was
2017?
2017. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I read it.
Okay. I think I read it in like 2020, 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was it about it that like grabbed your attention?
The synopsis. I thought
So,
the synopsis was really cool. And I think I had heard people say they liked it. Um, and I think I was on some website, like Book Outlet or something. And I
mhm.
found the whole box set that was like brand new for like $10. And I was like, absolutely.
Oh hell yeah, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Hardback.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah,
So I bought it and that's when I started reading them.
awesome. Did you like fall in love with her writing, or just the plot, or the characters?
Yeah. I think I think the writing, I thought it was really whimsical, and whimsical, I feel like can be hit or miss for me. Because like Alice in Wonderland, don't like that.
Right.
But I liked the way she made it whimsical, but she also had a lot of like dangerous elements and
Hmm.
like spooky elements and mystery elements. And then I liked that it was two sisters trying to find each other and not just like a love story or like some other thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I was swept away or captivated by the writing as well because I don't
Yeah.
think I had ever read anything that like whimsical, I guess,
Yeah.
before. And I like carnival circus settings and books,
Yeah.
and so that just really appealed to me.
Yeah.
Um, when you were reading this, was there anything that you had forgotten that was in the plot or like an element of the story that you were like, oh yeah, now I remember that?
I think I kind of blacked out the beginning. I forgot how awful the dad was.
Me too.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're really awful." I also forgot about like the dynamic between the sisters and the punishment
Right.
because I was when I was rereading it, I was like, "These sisters, I know they're not, but they sound awful to each other right now. They sound horrible." But then it like gets into like it's because the other one gets punished and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yeah. Yeah, when I was reading it, same. I was like, wow, I forgot how dark that for a YA, I forgot how dark that beginning was with the father and the abuse that they took.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I could really remember was like getting to Carvel and
Mhm.
entering. I had totally spaced on the father and his role in that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the mother too. Like I know we don't learn about the mother till like further books, but I had forgotten like like the whole family dynamic. I just totally spaced out about. So I'm glad that I reread it because it
Yeah.
refreshed my brain. And I also forgot that Julian started out with Tella, like he was kissing her in the wine cellar or whatever.
Yeah.
And that I was like, oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I feel like this is just Stephanie Garber, but I feel like there's a lot of things that she doesn't necessarily tie together very well throughout
Mm,
series. And I think that can I don't it doesn't bother me in this series, but I think it can bother a lot of other people.
yeah,
I think they like think of those things sometimes.
I did you listen to it on audiobook or ebook or did you read it physically?
I listen to it.
Okay, same. I've never listened to the audiobooks, so I thought I would give that a try this time. Uh, I liked the audio narration. I didn't
Hmm.
think it was like my favorite by any means, but I did like it. Um, but when I was listening to it, I was like, man, I really should have reread it physically and annotated it because there were so many things, like lines and descriptions that I would have loved to underline or comment on. So I'm really kicking myself for not reading it physically and annotating
Yeah.
as well.
I should probably do that sometime. I tried to take like some notes when I was reading. I would like pause it and like try to take some notes. But yeah.
I felt so stupid when I was like done. I was like, wow, I really don't have any questions prepared for this. Sorry, my cat's flicking her tail in front of the camera. I really don't have any questions prepared for this live discussion because I was just so caught up in what I was listening to and enjoying the ride and all that
Yeah.
jazz. So I had to
It's
like
such a
go
fun book.
back and think of some things or anything like that.
Yeah.
One of them that I did ask you was, did you have a favorite quote from it?
Yeah. I think well, I really like Remember It's Only a Game, but I don't think that's my favorite. I think oddly enough, my favorite one is like Follow the Boy with the Heart Made of Black.
Okay.
The like riddle that oh man, what's his name? The fortune teller.
Oh, that was another one of my questions I was gonna ask. Who was your favorite side character within the game that wasn't like legend?
Um, I think I really like Aiko. I think I'm thinking of the right person. She's the one with the book.
Okay.
The book that has like the history of Caraval in it, and she'll like show you a page. I like her.
Okay. Yeah, I they all sort of went out of my mind except for when you brought up the fortune teller because he was mine.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I cannot remember his name.
Nigel. Oh, it just came to me.
Okay, good job. But I loved the concept of him having the tattoos on his
Yeah.
body. Where people look first tells him a lot about them. I thought
Yeah.
that was so freaking cool
Yeah.
because he wasn't like so much telling their fortunes or their futures, I should say, but he was just telling them like what kind of person they were.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that is a really clever idea.
Yeah. Like reading people based on what they look to. It's really interesting.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
My favorite quote, I don't know if it was really a quote or not, but it was when, oh, it was when Tella, no, it was when Scarlet was saying, I love you, Tella. And Tella responds with, I know, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I would have been annotating because I was like, I would have underlined that and put little hearts
Yeah.
because I just,
That's a good
I
one.
love that. I found it very, very relatable having siblings of my own. It's like,
Mm.
you don't always have to say, I love you, the words, just like the fact that they sacrifice for you and care for you really stood out for me.
Yeah.
And I liked that it was about the sisters too, like you said. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like that was more of a romantic element than the actual romance of the story. It's like the sisterly love of it.
Mm-hmm. And it's so much in the magic and like how everything works. It's cool.
Uh, did do you see yourself in Scarlet or Tella more based on your own personality?
I think when I read this the first time, I used to identify with Scarlet, but I think now I'm definitely more Tella.
Yeah,
I think I'm more reckless with my own like self-preservation than other people's.
I can see
I
that. I
think,
can see being a Tella.
yeah.
Just like not even knowing you personally. Just like on your attitude and your presentation and your vibe. I'm like, she can, yeah, I see
Well, thank you. Who do
that.
you identify with?
Um, I would like to imagine I'm a Tella, but I'm not. I am definitely a Scarlet. I am a rule follower. I am a more analytical, think through my actions type person.
Yeah.
Um, but funnily enough, when I read the books, Tella is the sister who I like more
Mm-hmm.
because when I read, I become the characters, and I think I just like being Tella more because it's so opposite of who I am. I am definitely Scarlet to a T. Um,
There's nothing
but
wrong with that.
but I wish that I could be more Tella.
Yeah.
Although I do like Scarlet's dress more.
It's so cool.
It is so freaking cool.
Tella gets like one magic dress, kind of, at one point, and that's
Like,
it.
isn't it like blue with butterflies on it or
Yeah.
red, something like that?
Yeah.
And Scarlet's dress kind of changes based on her moods.
Yeah. It's
I,
so cool.
it
Maybe
is.
also embarrassing, but really cool.
That would be embarrassing because doesn't it sort of get like sultry or lift up or something like that whenever Julian's around her?
Yeah. Or to like turn into like a nightgown and she's like, oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. She's like, oh shit, I'm in a nightgown now. Um, I had one other question that I thought of. Um, do you like we mentioned we see Julian at the start with Tella, and then he helps Scarlet get into
Mhm.
Caraval, and it's their romance kind of. Do you think he's a good fit for Scarlet, or do you think he would have been a better fit for Tella? Like, do you think they're a good match? Personality wise,
Yeah. I don't think he's reckless enough for Tella.
really? Okay.
Yeah. But when I first started reading them, I thought Scarlet would end up with like Legend at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what happens. She ends up with Julian in like the first book. So that kind of threw me for a minute and I didn't know if I liked it. But I liked Julian as a character. I just didn't know if I liked them together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I do now. I think he makes her more wild.
Yeah, he sort
She
of brings
grounds him.
impulsive nature a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're very much opposites attract, those two.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of, yeah, I think I sort of had similar feelings about him. Like, I liked that he made her a little bit more spontaneous and a little bit
Hmm.
more reckless. But when I was thinking about it, I'm just like, would they last?
Hmm.
Would they survive at all? Um, I really wanted them to because I hate love triangles, and I was like, please don't add another love interest for this girl, which I think they actually do if memory serves me correctly.
I think kind of. It's like a weird
I can't
thing with her fiance.
I can't remember if it's in Legendary or Finale that they do that,
Hmm. Yeah.
but I think they do add some sort of, which I think I hated reading. I was like, oh God, please don't do this to me. So it'll be interesting to see like my thoughts once I get to that because I can't even remember if it was in Legendary or Finale when
I,
they did that.
uh, it might be legendary.
It might be.
Maybe it's introduced, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I can't even remember who the other guy in the equation was, to be quite honest with you.
I remember him. Do you want to know?
Don't spoil it for me.
Okay.
Don't spoil it for me. But I can't remember him. But I do know it was there because I remember being like, oh God.
Not this.
Yeah. But then
I
it all,
like love triangles if they're done well.
man, I just don't, I hate them.
That's okay. They're sometimes, a lot of the time, they're probably not done very well.
Um, those are all the questions I had. Did you have any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them is kind of more of a note than a question, but it really bothers me that they talk about a potential romance that Legend may have had with their grandmother,
Hmm.
and it's like never addressed.
Right. I do
They
recall.
like kind of talk about it
Yeah.
in this book, and it's like maybe true, maybe not true.
Yeah. I remember thinking that too. At the end, I'm like, because at the end, don't they say something like, "Oh, it wasn't a real romance or something?" They like allude to the fact that maybe they had a romance,
Yeah,
maybe not. Maybe it wasn't a real thing.
yeah,
But which one was it?
yeah. They just like they don't really answer it, and it's kind of a big part of the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
I don't know. It bothered me.
It's also kind of weird because, like,
Yeah,
I'm like, how old is Legend? And the fact that he's now, if he did have a relationship with their grandmother, and then he finds himself in a relationship with Ella, that's kind of weird.
yeah, right. Like that's you're obviously attracted to like one type of person, but I don't know. It's weird.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah, but also we read a lot of books with like immortal people, so I guess I can't be too mad about it.
Because I guess that's something that I totally forgot too was how did um how old Legend was. Like I knew he had been around, but I guess it slipped my mind that he was old enough to have potentially had a relationship with her grandmother.
Yeah,
It's
and that
weird.
they're all super kind of immortals that have just been around for a long time.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
get, what are these 17-year-old girls?
yeah.
Yeah,
To go
I do.
through that much trauma, they also go through so much trauma.
I do. Yes.
I think I was thinking that too. Is like it's kind of wild how much trauma Scarlet goes through just for the game and just to escape their abusive situation, really.
Hmm.
And how much the sisters have to do to get to escape is crazy.
Yeah. And for YA, I felt like when I first read it and rereading it, I'm like, this does have. I think the whimsical nature of it sort of overlooks the dark, traumatic nature of what they went through.
Yeah.
Because I think when people think of this book, they don't can they don't mention the abuse that they went through and the traumas that they had to endure.
Yeah.
So a fun, whimsical carnival game.
Yeah. I think
But
that's
that,
why I ended up loving this series is because it is whimsical, magical, but it's also really dark.
yeah, it's got that darker undertone to it. But
Yeah.
it, I think it's also offset because, like the tagline says, like, is what they're experiencing real?
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah. We'll just traumatize you, but then tell you it was fake. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, you can't die, but you can be severely injured. What?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. It's like
Out
awesome.
of out of like Julian, Scarlet, Tella. Is Tella your favorite?
Um, I want to say yes, just because I like how impulsive she is. I like how reckless she is because that's so opposite of who I am. And when I read about Scarlet, I'm just like, oh God, this is me. I would make these choices. I would think these things. Uh, so I definitely think I think out of all of them, Legend, like once we get more into him, he was my favorite.
Yeah.
But just out of Scarlet, Julian, and Tella, I think Tella's definitely my favorite character.
Yeah.
Was
I think
she?
out of yeah, I think out of those three she is. I didn't like her very much in book one because we don't get a lot of her.
Yeah.
So I think book one I liked Scarlet. I thought she was fine.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
after we get into the series, I like Tella.
but in book one, what we do get of Tella, she just seems like a really bratty younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
It's which I am the bratty younger sister.
You're like, yes.
uh, I'm the bratty younger sister who has the personality of Scarlet, the older sister. So yeah,
There you go. It's a good mix, you know.
and maybe that's why I like this story because I see myself in both of these characters.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who, maybe besides the father, because that's easy, who did you dislike? Was there a character you didn't like?
Um, I mean, I think it's obvious, but her fiance, I really didn't like that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I think the father and him working together kind of really made sense
Yeah.
because they're both just, ugh.
Yeah.
And I just kept picturing a really old man. I
Nice.
don't think that's what he is. I think he's probably, a 23-year-old man in reality in the books. But I just kept picturing like a 60 something year old man wanting to marry this 17-year-old girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like he was somebody of her father's age because that's just what my mind pictured.
Yeah. Yeah. Not great.
I can't even recall if like they mentioned an age for him or what he looked like or anything like that.
I think they vaguely mentioned what he looked like, but I don't, it was like his eyes because he was wearing like an eye patch
Mm-hmm.
and one of his eyes was really green. And that's kind of like all I remember.
That does nothing for me. I still just picture an old man.
An old man with an eye patch and a really green eye.
Yeah.
I think there was the character Casper.
Which one was he?
He's the one that plays Legend, but he's not Legend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did not like him. He's just icky to me.
Yeah, he kind of gives off like slime ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even after when he's like not really playing it anymore and you know he's not Legend, he's still just kind of like sucks.
Did you? So I know we know who Legend is, but in the first book, did you have any idea of who he could have been, or did you
I
know right away?
I think I knew right away, but I wasn't sure. But that was my guess was correct.
Okay.
But I was just kind of like, it has to be him, right?
I, for the life of me, don't think I ever guessed who it was until they told us who it was.
Mm,
And then I was like, oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
yeah. Well, I was also like, it's either him or we haven't seen him on page. Because that could be the
Yeah,
case potentially. But
I'm not very good at connecting dots like that, usually,
it
unless
might
it's
make it
very
more fun for you.
Um, but I feel like once we know for a fact who it is, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Um,
What did you think? Because I remember reading this the first time and having assumptions. And now that I know who it kind of is pointing to, what did you think of like the very end where it talks about like the mysterious stranger that like dances with Tella, but she never really sees his face and he's kind of like in shadow?
I honestly thought it was Legend.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I figured it was.
Yeah.
Um, did I know who that was at the time? No,
Okay.
but I figured it was probably Legend himself.
Yeah. It's such a weird like way she writes it.
Yeah.
It's just very, very mysterious.
One of the things I loved about this, the first time I read it, the second time I read it, and still the third time this time, because it's been so long in between reading them, is like I myself wasn't sure what was real and what wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, is that really happening? Or is she just like, is that going to have a lasting consequence? Or is that just part of the game? Like, I could
Yeah.
never tell.
Yeah.
And I think was part of the enjoyment of it for me. Is like I kept turning the pages because I was like, what is this? What's real? What's not?
Yeah. Are they insane? Is this person dead? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, are they really dead or are they going to come back to life because this is just a game?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
that was crazy.
Or like, or did she really give up 2 days of her life, or was
Mm-mm.
that somebody telling her she gave up 2 days of her life?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. You're
I
right.
think I would lose my freaking mind.
Yeah. They're always just like, don't get swept away. But you're just like, somebody's hand was just chopped off over there. I think this is a little bit disturbing.
Yeah. I don't think I would do well
Yeah.
in like this, or like what's that other book that's like compared to this but smuttier?
Oh, Phantasma?
It has my, yeah, like those kind of games where it's like, oh, solve the clue or whatever, or what you see isn't real reality type thing. I don't think I would do well in those types of situations.
Yeah.
I feel like just let me die already. Get me out of here.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I don't want this anymore. Yeah, I would be afraid that I would have a mental break and actually go insane,
Mhm.
especially in Phantasma.
I think it would be fun to be like in the know, like one of the performers.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be fun. But to be a player, I don't think I'm smart enough to realize what's fake and what's not.
Yeah.
I'd be very easily manipulated.
Yeah. I feel like I would want to go to Caraval and not play and just like look at the shops and like
Oh yeah,
experience it.
yeah, totally. That would be fun. But don't put me in any of these life or death situations. Don't ask me to give something up to solve a riddle, please. Because
Yeah.
I I don't know if there's any wish I want enough for that. Like maybe if my sister's life was in danger, sure I would chance it. But
Right.
I
But for
don't.
like riches or something.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
for like money, I'm like I don't know if $5 million would be worth that. Have to be somebody's life on the line for me to do that.
Yeah. I've
So,
seen too many Fey bargains.
yeah. Oh no.
What did you think of the sisters' relationship?
I think it's very kind of a true representation of siblings.
Hmm.
Yes. Do you have siblings?
I do. Yeah.
Uh, they love each other. They protect each other, but they also get on each other's fucking nerves. I
Yeah.
think it's very, very true of representation of sisters. Um, yeah, I feel like, Tella's sort of bratty, but like aren't we all a little bratty as the younger sibling? Um, and like not wanting your older sibling to be your parent and tell you what to do, but also needing them. I feel like it's just a very realistic look at sisterhood.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I also think that they have like their trauma bond, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting how close they are and that they're just willing to do whatever, like put whatever on the line to protect each other, but they're both doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sweet, but also awful.
Well, and it's a good depiction of like you can grow up in with the same parents in the same household, and they have two completely different personalities,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
how they respond to like the trauma and the PTSD, and how they try and work around that is just very, very different
Hmm.
because they're not that far apart. They're only 2 years apart.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that means that she wasn't even 17. That means Tella was 15.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. Let me see. How old is Stella?
Or maybe Scarlett's 19 and Tella's 17.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope for the best.
I feel like one of them was 17.
Okay, they're saying AI tells me that Donatella is 16, and then Scarlett is 17 or 18.
Okay. She would have to be 18 because I feel like they're 2 years apart. I feel like that's in there somewhere.
I thought so too.
Mhm. But still, 16-year-old, huh? And she's gonna fall for the man who potentially dated her grandma.
Mm. Hooray.
That's so weird. Let's not think about it. Let's imagine these characters are 20 and 22.
Yeah.
Makes it slightly less weird.
Yeah. Makes it
Oh,
more believable to me though that she would pitch herself off of a porch if she's 16.
them teenage hormones, man.
Be like, I totally got this. It's fine.
Yeah. Um, I had a thought and then I lost it.
Oh no.
It was something. Oh, I wanted to ask you about your Caraval collection. How many uh versions of the series do you have?
Oh my
Editions,
god.
I guess that's the word. How many editions of the series do you own?
I don't know if I know. Let me think. I have the US, the UK, the Fairy Loot, the original Fairy Loot. I also just got in the new Fairy Loot editions.
Hmm. I know I
And
see at least 3 of them every time you film because they're right there.
yeah, I have the Italian editions. I think they're like Pendragon.
Okay.
I have oh, I actually so I did start collecting a while ago the first book in a lot of different languages. So I think I have the Taiwanese Caraval and
Okay.
the Russian Caraval. I have several.
I know. I was like, damn, she's got a lot. I likes the series.
I do.
Did you get the or did you order the what's that? The bookish box editions?
Oh, are they doing some? I did not.
They have like this pale color and it looks like a carousel. Like the
Oh,
carousel.
is that the oh, I can never say this shop's name. A- acrylic?
Acrylics?
Yes.
Maybe
Is that
it's
them?
one of them. It's either bookish box or them. But I saw those editions. I was like, huh, I wonder if Katie's gonna get those.
No.
Oh,
I haven't. But I think I have another they're not editions, but I bought like covers off of someone and I can't remember what they are, but the spines make like a circus tent, I think.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have like the red sprayed edges? Are they red sprayed edges or are they just red spines? Like the box set from Barnes and Noble?
Oh, yes, I do.
Those two.
Yep, I got
Do you,
the when they did like the whole set for Spectacular, I got the UK and the US ones.
do you have like the black slipcase one that looks like a key?
Yes.
You have them all, don't you?
I've got lots. It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
have,
the one where I'm like, I can collect as many of these as I want.
yeah, this is the only edition I have.
That one's a
The,
good.
the UK edition that
What's the
has,
cover?
mine has the circus tent on it.
Nice.
Uh, and I remember I had to order these off of Amazon UK
Yep.
because the American editions didn't have anything on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want the embossing.
Yep.
But I
I did it too.
honestly don't love this dust jacket. I think it's kind of ugly.
I like the foiling. I like that the spines are split.
Yeah, I do like that. But I think I like I don't know what the American is it just blue?
It's well, it's legendary.
Because I love the American edition of Legendary. I think that's very pretty, but it didn't have
Yeah.
foiling. So I was like, well, I gotta get one that matches.
This
Um,
I like that it has a starburst, like a situation. I like the cover of the US one.
trying to see if figure out if I like that one or I think I like this one better than the American one. I think that's why I bought it because I didn't like the just bluish one
Yeah,
with the starburst.
yeah, it's fair.
So,
This is the Fairy Loot one that came
but
in.
I would like to get different editions of this because my spectacular does not match these. It doesn't match it
Yeah,
at all. And I would like to get a matching set, but I haven't found a set that anybody's done that I'm just like blown away by it. Like I really wasn't blown away by the Fairy Loot editions, the
the
newer
new
ones.
ones.
Yeah, I didn't like the. I don't know. I think I didn't like the sprayed edges on them, or something about them I didn't
They're
like.
this is the new like the new ones.
Mhm.
So they're kind of I
Did
like
they
it, but
did they do
what
spectacular with it too?
they did.
Okay.
What's this?
Yeah, see, I think it was the Acrylics ones that I liked, but they didn't include spectacular.
Oh,
And I was like, well, that sucks. I want them all to match.
yeah. Maybe they do now.
And I think maybe it was the bookish box ones too that did the like the circus horses on it. I thought
Oh,
they were pretty, but I was like, but you didn't do spectacular.
yeah.
I'm like, that's the whole reason I want a new set is so that I know. And you've also read the spin-off, the Once Upon a Broken Heart.
I did, yeah.
Isn't
Have
she
you
kind
read
of,
this?
I read the first book and I didn't like Jackson Evangeline.
Yeah. I don't know if I love Evangeline, but I love Jax.
I think the reason I read that one was because we meet him in the later books.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, okay. But then I read it and I was like, I don't really love these two as a couple, and I really didn't like Evangeline, so I never continued on with it. Which is weird because I feel like the majority of people like that trilogy more than they like the Caraval trilogy.
They do. I don't know why. Like
I
I like it too, but I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I didn't get it,
Yeah.
so I've
I
never continued.
you never continued it.
I
So you don't know what happens? Oh,
is there anything in the future books that tie back to this trilogy?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she does something with the new novella she's doing this year.
Yeah, I saw she was doing it. Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't give us another Caraval novella or book. I'm like, I need a series to be finished. I can't go back to a series. Let something
Don't
be over, please.
don't say that. I love it. I want her to write in that world forever.
I'm tired of going back to series to read novellas and stuff that authors put out and prequels, and I'm just like, I have so many other series to read. Please just let the series I love be done.
That's fair. There's some series where I'm just like, you can just end now. It's okay.
You know, it's not that I don't enjoy my time in it. It's just that I don't want to have to keep going back and rereading to remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. If you could kill anyone in Caraval, who would you kill?
I feel like I would say her dad, but I feel like they kind of needed that. Sad, sad to say, they needed that trauma to push them to get into Fargo.
Yeah.
I think her fiance. I feel like he didn't really serve any purpose other than like the fear of her maybe ending up with him.
Yeah.
But I feel like she would have gone into Caraval even if he didn't exist, because the whole point was to find her. Was it to find her sister?
I
Was
think
it?
they,
No, because they left the island
yeah.
and it was to escape their father.
Yeah. I think it was like you have 3 days to basically make your dream come true and then you can come back.
Yeah,
But then she was like, I have to find my sister.
yeah. So they went to the island to escape their father or whatever and get a wish, but ultimately it ended up being finding his sister.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like her fiance, she would have, they would have ended up in the same place if he had not existed, if he had died.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's also interesting because Julian has this little crazy streak where he just like drugs Scarlett to get her on the boat.
did he drug her or did he just knock her out?
He like claps like a thing over her mouth.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Tella tells him to, but still.
What is that worth him dying for now?
No.
uh,
I I don't know who I would kill. Probably some character I don't like Casper.
mm,
Feels non-consequential.
mm. I don't think I think the only one I hated enough to want to kill was her fiance because he was just a dick. But had I not met him, I would have just forgot he existed altogether.
Yeah. I think we
Because
all want to kill the dad, but
yeah, that's my initial thought, but then I'm like, but if you kill the dad, then they wouldn't have had any reason or motivation to go to Caraval.
yeah.
Which I mean, would that be a bad thing? Her sister wouldn't have been in danger.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have had to give up much of her life, but then she wouldn't have met Julianne and Legend.
Yeah.
So
It's
I don't know.
probably it's probably worth it just for their magical adventure, but in general would be best not to have traumatic upbringing.
It's like maybe I would have killed her father when they were babies.
Yeah. Or when he lost his mind when the mom left or whatever.
uh, but like as it is in the story, I think the dad definitely needed to be there to push them to get to where they were.
Yeah.
So I'd probably kill the useless fiance.
Yeah.
Because all the others, I'm just like, yeah, they were just doing their jobs.
They're just existing. Oh, the one girl, the player that pretended to be pregnant, she was a little tricky. Didn't like her very much.
I don't even remember her.
Well, it's because she's not in it very much. She comes in when Scarlett goes into Tella's room and it's like ransacked and like messed up, and they're trying to find clues.
I do remember a couple being in there, but I do not remember her being pregnant.
Yeah. She like comes over and pretends to be pregnant and asks Scarlett to like help her do something, and then she like takes everything because she's not actually pregnant.
It totally slipped my mind.
Yeah.
I do remember that though. I remember the other couple. But now that you mention that, I'm like, people were how many people were participants hoping to win?
I think there was a lot, but they don't ever really tell you.
Because now that you mention that, that's the only time I recall like her interacting with another participant.
Hmm.
Maybe they did, and I just slipped my mind.
There's like a couple things. I don't remember if it's the same instance. It might have been where some couple comes up to her and they speak a different language, I think. So I remember the narrator put on like a heavy accent for them and they're like asking her for a clue, but it's not very often.
Yeah. Hmm. That's weird.
Yeah.
Now that I think about that. Hmm. Surely he would have encountered other people
Yeah.
playing this, or maybe it was just a thing where like, hey, we're just gonna put her in this game and fuck with her mind.
Yeah.
See what she's willing to give up to get this wish.
Yeah.
Uh,
If
but
you
it's
could
like,
go to any, oh, go ahead.
but I was like, how did the dad and the fiance get in there? Did they already have tickets to Caraval?
I'm like, that must have been orchestrated, right?
Because
Because,
how would they know?
yeah.
Were they
And they,
real?
maybe not. Maybe they weren't real.
Or were they just like characters pretending to be
I don't think for the dad, but I think for the fiance, probably.
them? Because I do remember wondering that. I'm like, how did the dad get in this game
Yeah.
on the island when it started? Because didn't they have to be in the game at a specific time?
Yes.
How
That's
the
why I'm like, it must have been orchestrated because I don't know how the dad could have found them otherwise.
nah. Well, even if he did find him, even if he tracked him to the island, how does he get in the game?
Yeah. I think, ooh, I don't know if they explicitly say anything, but I think Tella orchestrates it because she knows it's the only way they'll be free is if he thinks she's dead.
Hmm.
But I don't think they're that explicit with talking about it, but I think they do mention it.
Yeah, I do recall that conversation. Maybe like once Tella got in the game, she made a deal with Legend
Yeah.
to get her father.
Yeah, like they exchanged a letter prior to set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting way too much thought into this YA fantasy.
It's interesting. If you could go to any shop or like any vendor in Caraval, which one would you go to?
I really liked the dress shop.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
Give up a
Just
couple days of your life.
sure, why not? Give me some frou frou fancy dress. Yeah, why not? Something that could help me potentially.
Yeah.
Although I think I would go to the fortune teller too,
Yeah.
just to see, like knowing what I know about him and how it works. It would be interesting. Would I do it if I didn't know? Probably
Mm.
not.
Yeah. It's like, eh.
Yeah. Like, would I give up if I went into a dress shop? Would I give up 2 days to get some fancy dress? I probably still would.
2 days feels like, what's the point?
Yeah, like, yeah, fuck it. Give me a pretty dress. I can live in the here and now in my pretty dress. Who
Yeah.
cares? Have
Yeah.
2 days of my life. Eh. Was there one you would have gone into?
I think the first time I read this, the only thing that I was like, I want that was the like apple cider drink place where she goes to the boy and
Mm-hmm.
he gives her this like magical drink and then she can't see anything in color
Yeah.
except like what's important. But I remember them describing the drink and I was just like, I want that drink.
Didn't you say you found a recipe for it?
I found a recipe somebody like created based off the book and I made it and it was delicious.
Was it like just apple cider?
You make like a brown sugar syrup and you put a bunch of spices in it. So like ginger, nutmeg, allspice, I think,
Mm-hmm.
in the brown sugar syrup. And then you put that in and heavy cream. And you put that in apple cider. Yeah.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great fall.
Yeah.
Might have to check it out and try it.
It was fun. It was easy.
I don't recall like too many like food things mentioned in the book. Do you?
No, I feel like she doesn't eat the whole time.
No. How are you?
She drinks at. She may have eaten something at some point. She talks about Aiko eating, but I'm like, did she eat at all? I'm not sure.
Maybe she traded something to not be hungry.
Maybe.
The Caraval diet.
Yeah. Dante invites her to dinner, but then she doesn't go. And I feel like that's the only mention of food around Scarlet.
I mean, I imagine they would have some pretty cool things to eat.
Yeah.
Like if you eat something, you get something.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I feel like they would have lots of magical food.
Yeah, they would have to.
Yeah.
And it would probably do something to you.
That's okay.
I did like that a lot of the references, like I don't know if this was did you'll have to tell me because I can't remember. Did she take something or get offered something that a lot of what she saw was in color? A lot of her feelings were in color.
That, yes, that was the. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of the black and white thing, the apple cider. No, that's just her.
Just her. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I did like that. That was something that I wish when I was annotating I could have like underlined all the times that when she felt something, the color
Yeah.
associated with. But I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was something that she acquired through something in the game or if it was just part of her personality.
It's her personality. It's really cool. I liked that aspect of the writing because I think they even talk about it when she's on Trisda, their island.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you kind of think it's whimsical at first, but then it's like this is very tangible to her.
Yeah. Well, and knowing what we know of their like family,
Mm-hmm.
it's just some magical quirk they have.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think if Tella had anything like that about her that like stood out. I can't remember.
Not in this book.
Yeah, like in her own book.
Oh, she does,
She
but
does.
it's like related to. It's not even like her necessarily. It's like something she encounters.
Oh, okay. I'll have to keep an eye on that one
Yeah.
because I thought that was fun. Yeah, I really wish I could have gone back and annotated this and because I was just like, man, that's so poetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really do like that about Stephanie Garber's writing. It's just how, and it's not so over the top that you don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Like sometimes authors get a little too flowery with their metaphors and stuff, and I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't know what's happening. Yeah.
I feel like her whimsical writing and the descriptions that she does, it's like, oh, I could totally see how that would taste like the color purple.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Where she describes, I think sunshine is like butter yellow, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it makes total sense.
Yeah. There was some, I was gonna look it up before I got on here and I forgot, but there was some, she talks about how somebody smells because female authors just do that all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking it was ridiculous, but I can't remember it now. I think it might be in the next book.
I think I encountered that a couple times, or when I was listening, I recall something of that effect.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping track of weird smells this year, so I didn't keep track
I
of
keep
it.
track of them all the time. So every
I
time they come up, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it would totally make sense though in this book.
yeah. I have like, I think 3 pages of notes on my phone of just descriptions of how men smell.
Hmm.
And I keep meaning to do a video about it, but I haven't.
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm like, what do I do? Just like read the list? That's not
Pretty
very fun for everyone.
I was like, read the scent and do I think this would smell good or not?
I feel like I will just laugh the whole time because it's so ridiculous.
It is. It's fun about it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Uh,
I'll do it.
I
I
thought
do.
about
Oh,
doing
go ahead.
like candles of it, like going out and buying candles, seeing if those would smell good. But I was like, I don't have the money for that.
That's a lot. Yeah.
A lot.
It does kind of remind me of Bath and Body Works candles though sometimes where it's like this smells like ice and I'm like what does ice smell like?
Yeah. I'm like, frozen water. That's a hell of a smell.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
I do think it's interesting that female authors, women authors describe that, but male authors usually don't. And I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're like, you know how they say men are visual creatures? Maybe women are scent creatures.
Scent creatures. Maybe.
Mm,
You'd like people to smell good, but like
mm. I mean, I do notice people's smells, like what if they're
hmm
wearing an aftershave or something like that.
hmm
Or that and when they stink, I do notice that.
yeah. Do men not?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I feel like they would have to, right? I don't
They
know. Ask
must.
us on that question.
Yeah. I'll be like, do you notice?
Do you notice when people smell? Do you notice their smell? Like,
I think so far the only male author I've encountered talking about it is Adrian Tchaikovsky in The Witcher.
mm,
But that's like the only one. But he says it like every 10 seconds, so then maybe that's why I think about it.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't read a lot of male authors,
It's probably best, honestly.
but I mean, I do know I read one. I think that historical romance I read last year was by a male author, like V. Kahanen or something. I'm pretty sure that was a male author. And I do
Mm.
recall a scent being in there because it was in my video.
Oh, okay.
Um, but it was from the females. It was like what the female thought the male smelled like. And the
Oh,
man didn't have. I feel like male characters, they tend to say what they taste like
yeah,
as opposed to what they smell like,
that's true.
which is weird.
That is weird.
What's up with that?
I don't know. In The Witcher, he says that Yennefer smells like lilac and gooseberries, but that's the only one
What
I
the fuck?
know.
The fuck does a gooseberry smell
I don't know. I've eaten one. I don't know what they smell like.
like? I guess maybe if you crushed it down and put it in something, it'd smell like.
Yeah, you have to ask him. I think he's Russian. I don't know.
Because I'm like, I do know raspberries have a smell,
Hmm.
and strawberries have a smell, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know that blueberries would have a smell. Like, I know what artificial blueberries smell like, but when I'm eating blueberries, I'm not like they smell like blueberries.
Yeah, it has to be like baked into something, I feel like, for you to smell it.
Sure, it's gonna be hot, not cold. Because blueberry muffins do have a smell,
Hmm.
but just eating them, they don't have a smell.
Mm-mm.
How did we get on this?
I don't know. Me, probably. I get distracted.
Yeah, one topic goes.
Anyway,
Did you have any other questions
I
about
just
comics?
thought of one. What do you think? This is stupid. Be warned. What do you think legend would smell like if you were to describe it like an author?
Um, it probably would be some stupid scent that I would make fun of.
Yep, exactly.
Top hats. What the fuck does a top hat smell like? I don't know.
Don't know. Wool?
Top hats and um Top hats and shadows. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it would be like black roses and mystery or something.
True. Oh,
That's funny. I got
maybe. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. I'm changing the subject again, so continue.
Yeah, no, go. I'm still thinking
Oh,
of what he would smell like that's
okay.
realistic. So go ahead.
I got kind of on the spur of a moment because they had an opening. I got a Caraval tattoo yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's very exciting. You're not gonna be able to see it very well, but
Oh, what'd you get?
ooh, I got it on my forearm. It's a top hat.
Oh, cute.
Yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
that's fun because it's right before this. But
Yeah, it's cute.
thank you.
I'm still trying to think of what he would smell like. It'd have to be something dark.
Yeah.
Licorice?
Blech.
That's the only thing that comes to mind when I think of like something that smells strong, that's dark, that isn't like leather. Because I don't think he would smell like leather.
No, maybe like oud or coffee.
Does he
Those are
drink coffee?
dark. No, I'm just thinking of dark. Well, I don't know. Maybe he drinks coffee. I have no idea.
What's something dark that's circusy? Is there like some dark circus food?
Hmm. Maybe like
Maybe
I don't
he
know.
smells like funnel cakes.
That would be great.
To offset his, dark, mysterious mood.
Yeah.
He just smells like fried bread. What
Or like
pattern?
whiskey or something.
Oh, maybe like syrup. Like, what whiskey
Yeah.
would be good? I could see whiskey.
Yeah.
He
Maybe
seems
like
like he would be a
yeah. A smoky, syrupy scent.
yeah. I could see whiskey and syrup.
Yeah.
He works at a circus. He's got to be surrounded by fucking carnival food. Yeah,
Ico does eat pancakes.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with whiskey and syrup.
Okay.
That's still, oh, if I smelled that man, I probably,
Feel like, does this smell good? I don't know.
I don't know if that would smell. Maybe whiskey, maybe.
Yeah.
If he smelled like whiskey, maybe. But I don't
Guess
know
we'll
if
have to
it
find
smelled
out.
like the syrup.
If I ever meet Stephanie Garber, I'll be like, what does legend smell like?
She'd be like, "What the hell kind of question is that? Why do you want to know, you weirdo?" Um, yeah, I don't know what he would smell like, quite honestly.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. I don't know. Maybe this is why I could never be an author because I can't come up with these weird ass descriptions.
I feel like if I was an author, I would do the exact same thing that I make fun of.
Mm-hmm.
But on my side of it, it's silly. On their side of it, they're like, I'm so creative.
Yeah. It's like I would like to be like, oh, he smells like night, but what the fuck does night smell like?
Yeah.
What the hell does shadows smell like?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't smell like anything. I smell like whatever my room smells like. My room smells like cinnamon, so do the shadows. I don't know. It
Yeah.
smells like moonlight? What the fuck does that smell like? I
Who
don't know.
knows? Snow. That one I feel like I hear a lot.
Yeah, like what is that smell? It smells like water. I don't know. I don't know if there's any scent that maybe he just smells like aftershave.
Yeah, like just a nice cologne.
Yeah, I don't know what that entails, but he just smells like aftershave.
Yeah. Like a
Mm,
man.
yeah. He's old. He probably smoked some cigars, so he probably smells like cigars, even though I wouldn't want him to smell like cigars.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I could see smoke for sure.
Yeah. Mm.
What are you looking forward to for the next one?
Um, reading it because I can't remember a damn thing about it.
Well, there you go.
I honestly, aside from that, it's Tella and Legend's story. I cannot remember a damn thing about it.
Oh, I love the next one.
Like, couldn't even tell you the plot of it because I literally know nothing. Because
I'm
I
so
think that
excited for you.
in, I want to say it came out in 2018.
I have no idea, but it's sitting next to me, so I'll look.
That was the last time I read it.
That's been a while.
Because I remember I was doing, I think it was Fairy Loot. They were doing like a read along because they had just put out, or no, maybe it was Owl Crate because I got the Owl
Yeah.
Crate box for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, and I remember they were doing a read along with it, and I remember doing that,
Wow.
and that's the last time I read that,
That's so cool though.
and that's, good God, how many years has that been? 7?
Yeah, it's like coming up on like 10.
Wait, no,
8,
2020,
right?
2020 was 6 years ago.
I know.
So 8 years? It's been eight.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So in
yeah,
2 years, it'll be 10.
yeah.
It's insane.
Like I knew I remembered a little bit about Caraval because the last time I read Caraval was in 2021,
Okay.
so it hadn't been that long.
Yeah.
Uh, but I had even forgotten some things about that. But yeah, 10 years. You expect me to remember a book that I read 10 years ago?
I do not.
I've only read.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nope.
It'll be like brand new for you. That's so fun.
Yeah, and that's why I love rereading because if I go that long without, it's like reading it for the first time.
That's fun.
It's like maybe I remember like once I get going, some things.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yeah, no. But yeah, that's I've done that quite a few times where I go back and it's been like 5 to 10 years since I've read a book, and I'm like, dang, this is like reading it for the first time.
I wish I could do that. Maybe that'll happen when I reread Vicious, but
Do you remember everything that happened
I don't remember everything. I remember all the major stuff. Like I remember plot points, I remember characters, I
there?
remember certain scenes, but I don't know if I could tell you everything. But I also love it. So I'm just like it just sticks in my brain easier.
And like, there's certain scenes that I remember, but I couldn't tell you if it took place in Legendary or Finale.
Hmm.
And there are certain things that I remember happening within the series, but I cannot remember which book they happened in.
Yeah,
Um, I could tell you
that
what
makes
happened
sense.
in Spectacular because I read that like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
uh, but yeah, it'll be like reading it for the first time for me.
Oh, that's so
So,
fun.
and maybe this time I will. I still do plan on listening to the audiobook, but maybe I'll actually like keep track when I'm reading and annotate it.
Yeah,
Because God, I wish I could have annotated. There were so many things in this book that I was like, God, I love that line.
yeah,
That I wish, but now I can't go back. I'm not gonna go back.
yeah.
I'll just annotate the next day, and
I do
maybe
think it's interesting.
good.
Oh, I do think it's interesting reading it and like I know the ending, but I didn't remember of Caraval, but I didn't remember all of the pieces. So it's like I know how this plot point resolves, but I don't remember this like happening.
Yeah,
And that's kind of more interesting to read it because you know what's going to happen, but you're also like, how do we get there?
yeah. It's like you can focus on the smaller details,
Hmm.
and maybe like you know what's gonna happen, but you don't. And then rereading it again, you're like, oh, now I see.
Yeah,
There's little Easter eggs along the way.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounds fun. And like you're not stressing out. Oh my God, how is this gonna end?
yeah,
Like I know how it ends.
yeah,
Now I just can pay attention.
yeah.
So,
I just have to get there. I
Um,
do really like the narrator for this series though, because I listen to her. My German Shepherd's thundering down the stairs.
for some
Um,
reason, I thought there was a graphic audio like this.
oh, yeah, I guess there's not.
I don't. I looked and there wasn't. I was like, oh, for some reason I thought there was.
You would think they're because they do them all the time.
Yeah.
Um, but I do like her. I listened to her. I think the first time I heard that narrator was when I was reading the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer.
Hmm.
And I really liked the narrator. And she does all of Stephanie Garber and Marissa Meyer's books, and now she's doing Rebecca Yarros, like Fourth Wing.
Yeah, I thought she did a good job. Like, it didn't annoy me or anything like that. I
Yeah,
was while I was listening to it, I thought, man, I really wish this was like multi POV, and we could have gotten like different perspectives. Uh, but for being a single POV, I feel like she did a good job. She
yeah,
differentiated the characters' voices enough that I could tell who's saying and thinking what.
yeah.
But I do know in one of them, isn't it finale where we get multi POV?
I think so. Yeah, I guess Legendary is just Tella,
Yeah, I feel like Legendary is just tell us POV.
and then we get split POV. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so which that'd be cool if the for finale, since it's split POV, if that audiobook had multiple narrators. I feel
Yeah,
like that lend well for like a dual narration. I feel like they could do this as a graphic audio, even though it's singular narration with like sound effects and shit. I think that would be cool.
they could. Yeah,
The little circus stuff.
yeah,
Well, and even though it's singular narration, like other characters talk, so you
yeah.
could have like a multi-narrated audiobook with sound effects. I think that would be really freaking cool. I think
That
this
would
would
be
be a
really cool.
really freaking cool movie or TV show. Too.
I do too. I think it should be a TV show.
So the whimsical nature of it and shit, yeah, I feel like that would be really cool to see visually
Yeah, and
outside
the
of.
whole like, is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah, I'm surprised that it hasn't. Like, because it was a pretty popular book in its day.
I would think so. I feel like people don't really like it that much, and it makes me so sad.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? This was so popular back in 2018.
Ugh,
I feel like everybody was reading it.
yeah,
Like,
I did hear. Did you read her new book?
uh-uh.
Apparently, that's being adapted into a TV show, and I'm like, of everything she's written, yes. I was actually really mad about it, but it's fine.
That would, I'd be like, really?
Yeah,
Was it as whimsical as Caraval?
I have beef with this
I
book.
feel like you did a review of this, didn't you?
I did. I have beef. Um, it's kind of whimsical, but it's set in modern day. So it's kind of like magical realism, sort of.
Mm,
So it's modern day, and then there's magical elements that is like secret. Like people don't really know about it. And then she's like trying to find them. But it's just, she makes such stupid choices that I feel like it doesn't work as well when she's in a modern day setting than it does if she's created this like fantastical world.
yeah. Yeah, man, I would think you would adopt Caraval over that.
Yeah.
Mm, maybe it's just not as popular nowadays.
Yeah, or they
But
don't think they
still, it's
can.
such a win.
Yeah. I feel like it would do way better, but maybe they think it's harder to adapt.
Well, I definitely think it would cost more money
Yeah.
to just because of the whimsicalness of it
Yeah.
versus something that's set in here and now.
Yeah.
But still, I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
No, I'll just have to read the books and imagine it in my head.
Fine.
It's a good thing I have one of those reader brains where like I play a movie in my head.
Oh, that's awesome.
I couldn't imagine reading this book or any book really and just like not seeing anything in my head. Like just reading words on a page.
Yeah.
That's,
I picture scenes and I picture things. I don't think I can like play a movie, but I
mm,
definitely picture things. I have friends that they're like, no, that doesn't happen for me. And I'm like, why do you read?
you're just reading words on a page and nothing.
Yeah.
You're not hallucinating at all. What's
Weird.
wrong with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are you reading?
Yeah. Like you must be ingesting the story somehow, but how is it enjoyable?
Like it would be like reading a math book or a history book or something, like something
Yeah.
educational. I'm not picturing anything. I'm just reading words at this point.
Yeah.
Which some books are like that for me. Sometimes if I'm like not really engrossed in a story, sometimes that's all it is. I'm just hearing words or I'm seeing words
Yeah.
when I typically don't like a book. But usually if I like a book, I'm like whole fucking movie playing up here.
Yeah.
I
It's
see
so much more fun.
random characters in my head. I can
Really?
picture the whole tents and the costumes and I like watch them walk and jump off the balcony
Yeah.
and I'm the main character. So it's me.
Oh man. That's
Yeah.
really cool though. Unless you're jumping off a balcony, but
I mean, I did. I jumped off that balcony.
oh
I
no.
did. I knew I would survive that. So. But
That's
yeah, that's how. I think I have some mental illness.
it probably makes it so much more fun though.
But hey, I can hallucinate that vividly without the use of drugs.
Fantastic.
Yeah. That's how I read. I literally, I think it's because Tella is she sort of, she's got brown hair. I have brown hair, or not Tella, Scarlet.
Scarlet. Hmm.
Yeah, it's like I become her. I'm just like that's me.
Yeah.
It's my face. I imagine my face on that character.
That's so cool. Mine is not that intricate. I'm just like la la la. I see the characters.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. Somebody made a comment or something because somebody said that they self insert when they read, and somebody was like, "Well, isn't that taking away? Like, if you read like a black character, is that like erasing the blackness of the character?" And I'm like, "No, because
Yeah.
when I read, I become that black character. Like, I'm a black character. I,
Mm.
I'm Becky Black. That's what I see in my head.
That's so interesting.
It's like when I read a character from like in a dog's perspective, like the dog's the main character. It's my consciousness in that dog. I am the dog. And I'm like, is that not how everybody who self inserts is that not how they read? They literally just see themselves as the character. I'm like, that's not how my brain works.
Now I'm like, do I self-insert? I guess not.
I don't think you do. I think you see the characters as they're described.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting situation.
It's 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 fucking weird. How different. And I think it's like so many of my friends, they like why choose and I don't. It's because I'm the female main character and I'm like, I don't like all those men.
It's too many.
It's like love triangles. It's like I don't like being this woman with two love interests. I don't.
I don't want to pick.
And they're like, it's not you. I'm like, yes, it is me. It is.
I'm in the middle of this.
I'm in the middle of it. You don't understand how my brain works. I'm literally that character.
That makes more sense now. I also don't like why choose. I do like love triangles, but why choose is different.
I wish I could. I really wish I could. I found one that I liked. and the author discontinued it. She took it off of Amazon. She's like, yeah, I'm not continuing that series, and he took it off. What? That's the one white shoes I liked.
That's awful.
I was so mad.
There's
Ever since.
so many books that are in purgatory that they'll never finish.
I still try. I still give a white shoes a try, and then I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah. I think after I read the Bonds That Tie series, I was like, I think I'm good. I don't
It's
think
just
I need this.
to imagine.
Yeah. And I
It's
feel like for me, I need a lot more. I need a lot of plot. Like, I don't just want romance most of the time, I want plot. And I think it's hard with White Shoes because there's so many characters are involving.
that makes sense. I don't know. I'm a very character driven person, but it's like I have a hard time, even in a fantasy sense. I'm like, how do you have 3+ love interests for this very average girl?
Yeah. How are you not in
How
love with her? Yeah.
does it make fucking sense? That and me as a main character, I'm like, how are you in love with all of these men? How?
Yeah. They can't all be that great.
They it's usually, they're in sexual situations or something, and I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
How? I can't. No, sorry.
Yeah. No, thank you.
It's yeah, my brain just can't compute. I think I at one point I liked love triangles because I went through the whole Twilight phase, and
Oh, yeah.
there was some tiger shifter young adult series I read that I liked, and
Oh my gosh. I think I almost read that and I didn't. Anyway.
I just read a lot of Why Choose back in the early days when I started loving reading because of Twilight, and I got burnt out on them
Mm-hmm.
as I aged. I was like, God, this is uh, so unrealistic, even in a fucking fiction sense. I'm like, I don't care if this is fiction or fantasy. It's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
500-year-old Faye, 19-year-old, not so unrealistic.
That's fine. As long as there's just one.
2 men, 1 woman. It's so unrealistic that she would love these men. It's so unrealistic. Yeah, I can't. Although that being said, I did like a love triangle recently, and it's because it was one I didn't see coming,
Yeah.
and two, the way it was done. I was surprised by it, and I was like, "Did I love a love triangle?"
So exciting. What was it?
It was how to a song to drown rivers by Anne Yang. It was one of my
Mm,
books for the year. I gave it 6 stars, and I was like, "Holy shit! I just loved a love triangle."
you did it. That's so exciting. Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, it ain't gonna continue though. Because it's not something I seek out. If I'm going to love it, it would have to be something unexpected.
Yeah.
Because the minute I see it coming, I DNF.
Oh no.
I'm like, I can't do this. I can't.
I feel like it's one of those tropes that I usually like it if it's done well, but I don't necessarily seek it out either. I read the book because I want to read it, and
Mhm.
hopefully I'm surprised that it's a good one.
Yeah. And if they use it as a marketing thing, like, oh, this has a love triangle, I don't even bother. I'm like, no, because I
What
know
if you love it?
it hasn't happened so far. So I'm good. Don't use it as a marketing ploy. Just sneak it in there unsuspectingly and do it well, and then I'll be like, holy shit, I love the love triangle. And very few books do that.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think of the marketing, I guess, marketing trend we've been seeing about them advertising the tropes in books? Because I
I
feel like
mean,
some people don't like it.
I like it
Yeah.
because there are certain tropes that I don't want to read,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to know what, like if you say something is a love triangle, I want to know because I want to avoid that. And I
Yeah.
often ask people, I'm like, is this a love triangle? Before I go into a book because I don't want to read that. If it's why I choose, I don't want to read it because I know I'm going to hate it. If it's a dark academia, I don't want to read that because I know I don't like dark academia books. Um, I like it when they're honest about it.
Yeah.
If they say, oh, this is enemies to lovers and it's just two people who don't know each other,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So if they're honest about it, I really like the whole trope marketing.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like it too because I like finding tropes that I enjoy
Mm-hmm.
or avoiding. I don't necessarily know if I avoid any besides why choose, but I've heard the argument that people are like spoiled because of it. And I'm like, well, but like there's always going to be tropes in books anyway.
I feel like with the major tropes, I don't think it's a spoiler so much because usually it's in the synopsis.
Yeah.
I feel like spoilers happen when authors start like digging into the micro tropes or something. Like, oh, is this a mistaken identity? I feel like that could be a spoiler.
Hmm.
Because do we need to know going in that this is a mistaken identity or hidden identity? That's part of the fun of the book.
Yeah.
Um, and I really don't think like a mistaken identity, secret identity is something that's going to like, trigger warnings. Is anybody going to be upset by that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so. So like you can keep those out, like uh only one bed. Like I feel like you could leave that trope out.
Yeah.
It's like, is anybody going to be upset if they get to that part and there's only one bed? No.
Yeah.
Do we need to know that? No.
Yeah.
Um,
That's one
like,
of my favorite tropes, but it is kind of a spoiler. And it's like, then I'm just waiting for that to happen.
yeah. I think it would be really funny if you didn't market it as only one bed and then have them be in separate beds so often that people aren't expecting it, and then you throw it in there.
Yeah.
You're like, there it is.
It's there.
But like things like friends to lovers, I want to know that because I know I love friends to lovers, so I
Hmm.
specifically seek those out.
Yeah.
Um, Anymore, if something is marketed as its enemies to lovers, I kind of avoid it because I'm like, is it
Hmm.
really trying to kill each other? Are they really enemies? Or
Yeah.
is this like, oh, you breathed too heavily and I don't like that?
Dislike to love.
Yeah, it's like, just be honest with me on the level of my expectations here.
Yeah. I do
And
love
so,
enemies to lovers, but people use it really flippantly.
yeah, I mean, I love it too. It's not
Hmm.
my favorite trope, but I enjoy it. A lot of the books that I end up enjoying are enemies to lovers, but I want them to be true enemies. I don't want them to just be like, oh, our families hate each other, therefore we're enemies. It's like, you have no
Yeah.
reason, you know? And so when they use that in marketing, it really irritates me
Yeah.
because I don't trust it anymore. I've been lied to so many times that I do not trust it.
Yeah. I do feel like that's the one that people fudge on the most.
Mhm.
They're like, we kind of sort of dislike each other, so therefore it's enemies to lovers. Or, yeah, like you're saying. I think that's the one that people mess up the most.
And I think they do it because it sells, because
Yeah.
enemy is such a popular trope. It's
Hmm.
probably the most popular trope. And so they know if they say, oh, this has enemies to lovers, it's bound to get more sales.
Yeah.
But then you read it and it's like, they're not really enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
You just clickbaited me, damn it.
Yeah.
And I hate that. So, and anymore, when I see it, I'm like, not really into it until like somebody's really hyping it up. And then I'm like, is it true enemies to lovers? And then people will be like, yeah, it's real true enemies to lovers. And then I'll read it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
That one's crazy. I also really love Slow Burn.
What do you consider a slow burn?
See, I don't think I necessarily want the characters to get together in the first book. Kind of slow burn.
Mhm.
Like just continually building that.
A one book thing.
Hmm?
What if it's only one book? What do you consider slow burn?
I think that's harder. I think it would have to be built in to where they kind of get together at the end of the book, which can be hard to do when it's a single book.
Because I like to say I like slow burn too, but I don't think my definition of slow burn is what other people consider a slow burn.
Yeah.
If it's a one book thing, if they like have sex anywhere after the 50% mark, or even kiss after the 50% mark, say I love you after 50%, I consider that a slow burn.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm like, good God, I've read 50% of this book and y'all haven't done anything yet. Get on it already.
I'm like, how dare you kiss in the first book?
Well, and like, if it's a series,
Yeah.
I definitely want them to at least kiss in the first book. Because well, it depends on how, like, the romantic tension is. I guess it all depends on how the author writes it. Like, if I can feel some serious tension there, I might continue on.
Yeah.
But if it's just like maybe like a 3.5-star book and they haven't kissed by the end of book one, I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah. I guess it does depend on how it's written and what is going on in the book. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I wouldn't say like they. I would like them to kiss at the end of the first book, maybe have some like instances of will they, won't they. Uh, but like, I don't need there to be like smut in every book I read. I don't need there to be smut in the first book of the series at the
Yeah. Yeah.
dance or anything like that. Mm. But I found that I really need to re-examine my definition of slow burn. I feel like I like medium burn
That's funny.
because I don't like insta love. I can tell you that if
Okay.
they're hooking up first like before 50% of the book,
Yeah. I don't like that.
that's a little quick, ain't it?
Yeah. Right.
But once that 50% mark hits, man, I'm like, okay, y'all really need to do something if this is a standalone.
Yeah.
Uh, so I feel like I'm more of a medium burn because I don't know if I would like it if they didn't do anything for like the last chapter. I'd be like, what? That's crazy.
I'm like, what do you mean? You hardly know each other. Anyway.
I guess it also depends on like the time span of the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if the book takes place in like 3 days, what is slow burn within that 3 days?
Hmm. Yeah.
But like the third day, that's slow. I tend not to really like those kind of stories though. I like stories that explore like a lengthier time of getting to know one another.
Yeah. Me too.
Um, like bringing it back to Caraval, I don't think those Julian and Scarlett really got to know each other in the what was it 3 days maybe that they were there.
Yeah. I guess they were dead for like one of them.
I was like
4 days, 5 days. Yeah.
maybe they were there for a week, but
Yeah.
still, like, do y'all really know each other enough to fall in love at
Yeah.
the end of this
Probably not.
week?
Yeah. Maybe at 18.
Yeah, that's why sometimes with books I sort of if it's not mentioned, I kind of imagine it taking place over longer periods of time.
Hmm.
Whereas if it is mentioned, I sort of forget.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't think about Carville too much, I would think that they've been in here for a good 2 months.
Yeah.
But when I really stopped to think about it, no, we've only known each other for like a week.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
With no backstory. It's not like you knew each other as kids and like there's been time jumps, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's like you really just don't know them.
then you get caught up in the story and you're like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Like I don't have beef with Caraval, probably because I'm just like, wow, this is so fun.
Who cares?
Yeah.
What is time
Yeah.
for these immortals?
Yeah. For this game, everything's tricky anyway. Yeah.
So it's like things like that I just overlook sometimes. It's very funny the things in some books that I'm willing to overlook
Mm-hmm.
versus other books. You know,
Yeah.
it's like age gaps in fantasy, totally fine. Age gaps in contemporary, nope, gives me the ick.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I'm like, what do you mean they're 20 years apart?
Yeah, but you know, thousands of years apart, totally fine.
Fine. Biologically, same age.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
And it's like when it's like fated mates kind of or something like that. It makes sense in a fantasy world, but you try and pull that shit in contemporary, I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. This is too real.
We were meant to be. No, you weren't. How?
You were born in different generations.
How are you meant to be together? You're
Yeah.
not. No, it's just fantasy. I give a lot of leeway in fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I'm like, this is not real. So,
Yeah, it just makes more sense.
mm-hmm.
It's like abuse in a fantasy world. Like, I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
It's totally fine. I
Use
mean,
in a contemporary, I'm like, eh, that's a little too real for me.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was like, I think I was talking about the Ever King,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, doesn't he like kidnap her? And I was like, it's fantasy. We don't care.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
But put that in a contemporary, in something that isn't like a mafia romance or something.
Yeah.
If you just put that in like a billionaire romance where he's like a CEO of a company, I'm like, that's no,
Yeah. Ew.
like that. I don't like that at all.
Mm-mm. It's just different.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's like if a world is too real for me, I don't give it a lot of leeway
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, that's a little too real.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's like I can deal with things like oppression and maybe even slavery in a fantasy world, but you put that in a real, and I'm like, that's a little too fucking real for me.
Yeah. For sure.
My cat's just sitting here next to my phone,
She's like, yes.
holding it. You weirdo. Well, do we have anything else you would like to say about Carlo?
I think we're
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, I think we talked a lot. I feel like we talked a lot more than I thought we would about it, honestly.
Yeah.
For me, like not having really a whole lot of questions.
It's okay. I love
uh,
talking about it. It's so fun.
yeah, so I'm excited to read a legendary. So we will be
Yeah.
reading a legendary next. Today's the last day of this month, isn't it?
It is.
We'll be starting legendary tomorrow.
Yay.
Um, I don't know that you said you were fine for reading sprints on the 14th, right?
Mhm.
Okay. That'll tentatively be what I plan for then when I set it up as reading sprints, where hopefully I'll be reading it. Sometimes I don't even read the book that I'm supposed to be reading on reading sprints.
Okay, it's fine.
I just read other things.
Yeah.
But it's there for
Okay.
the entirety of it. So if you want to join me for that, I'll send you the link for that too. It's
Sure. Yeah.
exactly you just show up and I put a timer on screen.
Okay.
Uh, hopefully, I'm gonna try and get my computer freaking figured out. It's so stupid. And then our live show. I don't know when our live show will be for that.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
you have
know.
ideas for
I don't have any ideas. I don't think it matters.
that?
Just Saturdays are better, but
Saturdays.
yeah.
Um, I don't think I could do the last Saturday because that's my book club's live
That's okay.
show as well. Unless you do it like at like noon again. I could do it at noon again on the 28th.
Let's see here.
Even any time before 7, I could do it.
Yeah. I could do the 28th if we did it at noon.
Okay, let's aim for that then.
Okay.
So, all right, so that's our tentative plan: the 14th for Reading Sprints and the 28th for a live show of Legendary.
Yay.
I do know, even though we didn't get anybody tuning in to our thing, I do know my friend Yami read Caraval because she knew we were reading.
Okay.
So, maybe she'll rewatch this live show and leave some comments. Who knows?
Nice. Okay.
So, thanks for joining me. Thanks for
Yeah.
talking about it and reading it with me.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
We will see each other again next week.
Yeah. See
All
ya.
right. All right. Bye.